critic from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Also, STLTODAY.com. Good morning, Gail Pennington.
Good morning, McGraw. Congratulations on your pronunciation of dispatch. You were right on today.
It's only been 15 years. So.
Right. Hi, Kelly.
I'm Gail.
So let's start with Girl Meets World.
Are you excited about that? Were you a big Boy Meets World fan?
No, never watched 1 second of it.
It shows how old you are.
Okay. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Because Boy Meets World
too.
was...
It was on from 1993 to 2000.
And it was the hottest thing going.
It was one of those TGIF shows on ABC that were on Friday nights that, the kids could watch.
Right.
And so now Disney has brought it back in a sense and updated it, and it's Girl Meets World now, and the two characters from Boy Meets World are grown up now and got married and have a daughter, and this new show's about her.
Oh, all right.
Ben Savage and Danielle Fishel, who were Corey and Topanga in the original series, are playing the parents.
Oh, that's so adorable.
It's so adorable, isn't it?
It actually is kind of cool that these...
And it's on Friday nights.
And it's on Disney.
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of cool that the kids in the original are now parents in the new one.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That would be like if, Opie grew up to become mayor of Mayberry or something.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Not think of that? Yeah. He should have grown up to be the police chief, just like his dad.
Right, or something. Yeah,
right.
and had a sequel that way or whatever. Yeah. All right, good. All right, anything else we should be paying attention to?
Lots and lots and lots of stuff this week. Tuesday night on FX, there's a new show called Tyrant, and it's very interesting. It's very different. It's about a man who's lived in the United States for 20 years. He's from the Middle East. He's very Americanized. He's an American citizen, American wife, American kids. Goes back home reluctantly for a family wedding and gets caught up in the politics of his country.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's going to be a lot of talk about this.
Oh, really? You like Tyrant?
I like it. I don't think it's a lot of fun to watch, but it may be important. If you know about politics in the Middle East, I think you'll probably have more criticisms of it than if you don't.
Right.
All right.
But you're saying it's a pretty good it's a pretty good show though.
It's from just a TV standpoint, it's very well done.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right, that's Tyrant on FX on Tuesdays. Speaking of that, was I watching a show on FX that dropped the F-bomb?
I don't know if they've gone that far.
But are other mainstream basic cable channels pushing the envelope?
I would tell you that they use everything but that.
Yeah. Maybe it was an S word or something.
Well, that happens all the time.
Yeah, but I was kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, this is basic cable they're doing this on. But they're trying to...
Some of the channels on basic cable are they have a TVMA rating for language and violence and sexual. There's a very strong sexual content in a lot of shows on basic cable.
But people don't realize that basic cable is basically unregulated, right? They can do anything they want if they choose.
They self-regulate, but basic cable does answer to advertisers.
Right. But it doesn't answer to the FCC.
No, it doesn't.
Right,
because you have to pay to have it come into your house.
Right, which is why ESPN can't be fined if somebody finds the Michael Sam kiss offensive or something, or indecent or whatever.
It's funny what people are offended by, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I hear you. All right, let's go to what else is going on this week.
Well,
anything?
Mystery Girls, talking about your reunions. This is Wednesday night on the ABC Family Channel. Tori Spelling and Jenny Garth of Beverly Hills 90210 are making a comedy series together. It's called Mystery Girls, and they play former TV detectives who are reunited to solve a real mystery.
Yes, love it. So it
sounds adorable. I have not seen it.
Oh my goodness, it sounds fantastic.
Cute.
So in other words, a fake detective show. Girls then in their fake real lives are going to solve a real murder fakely.
Yes, exactly. And it's really, really good to know that Tori Spelling has found work. Because otherwise she'd just be doing another one of those reality shows.
Hey, don't badmouth Jenny Garth. Say what you want about Tori Spelling, but Kelly Taylor is all right with me.
Oh, God.
And she should have married Brandon when she had the chance.
Oh, you really were a 90210.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Anything? What's this Taxi Brooklyn?
It's one of those summer shows on broadcast TV. This one's Wednesday night on NBC that just feel like throwaways to me.
Right. Sounds like it is.
Do we really need another couple of people solving gritty crime?
Aren't there enough crime solvers out there?
There are enough crime solvers.
This HBO show, The Leftovers,
yes,
is that worth?
I don't want to forget that. I'm excited about this, and I finally just got it, and I got 5 episodes, so I'm going to be spending a good chunk of this week watching that.
And?
From the novel by Tom Perrotta, which I read, and it's a really interesting book. It's about a rapture-like event that takes people away. People just vanish.
Okay.
And it's not about them or about what happened because nobody knows. It's about the people who weren't taken. Many of whom are offended that they were passed over. Wasn't I good enough?
It's actually...
And others, of course, are very sad and bereaved because, say, your wife and baby were taken away out of the car and you were left behind. You would be very sad about that.
Yeah. That's The Leftovers, Sunday on HBO. That's a pretty high...
HBO.
That's a pretty high-profile spot for HBO. They're assuming this has got some legs?
This is their big summer premiere show.
Gotcha.
And I went long. I've gone long enough without a big Sunday night show on HBO. I need a new one.
You know what? Over the weekend, I was at this talkers convention in New York, Gail Pennington, and a lot of people talked about cutting the cord and just doing away with cable and living off of Netflix and Hulu and iTunes and whatever else.
Those are the same people who write me indignant emails. They're so angry that they can't watch Fargo because they cut the cord and Fargo's not available to them anywhere.
So they have to wait
till it comes out on DVD.
Till it comes out, and then that could be 6 months. It could be a year. It could be whatever. Right.
Right.
But can you buy it on iTunes now? No. Interesting.
Some shows you can buy by the episode. Which
Right.
It's a little pricey at $2 an episode.
Right. Yeah. But
some you can stream. Some you can stream free. You can scramble around and look for things, and try to keep up on what's happening.
Right.
I know a lot of people who've cut the cord and then uncut it.
So they cut it and they came back.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's expensive, though. I totally understand wanting to save all that money.
Well, and you know what? I flip around, and just the amount of junk that you're paying for, right? I mean, it just kills me that I'm paying for the whole Kardashian series, and I don't watch any of it. It's just a waste.
You wouldn't even know about that if you just created a favorites list and only saw what was on the channels you actually watched.
Actually, I do have a favorites list.
But so you have the Kardashians on that?
Well,
you do.
No. I don't have them on it, but I'm still paying for it. That's the problem.
But if you could buy the channels individually, you'd probably pay. Well, say HBO is what? Is it still $15?
Okay,
a month,
right.
Or is it more than that. But say you wanted 10 channels, only 10 channels. You'd pay $15 a month for them, and you'd end up paying more than you're paying now.
Right, but when I go into the supermarket, I don't say, "Hi, I like a banana," and they say, "Sorry, you have to buy strawberries too." But I'm not going to eat the strawberries. Well, just throw the strawberries away. And you're like, "But all I want is the banana."
But you're paying the actual price for fruit and vegetables. On TV, there are lots of ancillary costs.
Don't call them fruits and vegetables because there's nothing redeeming about any of those shows. Gail, when can we read you? When can we see you?
I'll be in the Friday Go section, and then Sunday I'll have a big piece on the leftovers.
That is Gail Pennington from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch and STLTODAY.com.
Bye, guys.
See you.